what a landscape we have. People already out of the plane. Early droppers here on Vikendi. We've got match 7 on deck for you. We've got a western plane path here slicing from south to north. This is going to be really interesting as everyone seemingly jumping early in this one. Again, watch for the hard shifts early on in Vikendi as we see Sinchuan and his squad already opening up their Google Play parachutes on their way to the ground.
Wow, we see about 3 teams over on the southern side, BTEC, RG, as well as Hydra, all order around the winery, while we see Bullshark is just going to land right in towards the middle of the city. I'm not sure who's going to be the first one to fall, and I'm looking forward to all these actions to cheer.
And the circle just now is actually right in the middle of where they landed, so it will be very crowded here straight away, probably got a couple of kills here and there, and nobody probably going to go to the east side because it will be a very long rotation if they want to go back.
We've got Godlike right now taking the longest flight ever over to that east side. But they are, it's okay. They're going for it. Look at the flight path here. But again, hard shifted over to the west coast once again for Vikendi, but at least it's a little more central and not all the way out in the water like it was last time, giving a little bit more of a fair shake to a lot of these teams trying to rotate in a little bit later.
Yeah, and we're looking at the side of Mitchell as well, getting himself that sort of a snowmobile. We haven't seen many of these players actually opting for that vehicle in the snowy terrains, but over to the side of Nikki Tanga, the guy who walked away with that show match victory, slowly climbing his way up as well, while Bisha trying to run away from some of all these members across Team Spark.
Love his outfit, absolutely. Obsessed with that one myself, one of my favorites in my collection. But we also have some really interesting position going on. As we mentioned, we had Godlike going to the castle and kind of pushing a little bit east, and we have KNS sitting in Podvosto, looting up pretty much uncontested right now. So we're going to have some strong loot coming out of there for those 2 squads. We're sitting here watching BRK7 looting up down here in the south as well.
Just now, Contra said something like snowmobile is not being used, right? I remember somebody used that snowmobile in the middle of a map. They're kind of dancing. I think you guys know who that was.
I kind of remember it a little bit slightly now.
I think everybody knows who that is.
I thought he placed pretty well, despite the fact he was doing some shenanigans with the snowmobile. Ronnie placing, I believe, 3rd place in that game. We're going to take a peek into O Team right now. Dita and her squad needing to come up with a high placement, keeping Godlike and Kenbu off the top of the leaderboard, and also come up with a bunch of frags. So a lot of pressure on them, and a lot of money on the line here.
Imagine if they get the chicken dinner this time around. Probably they're going to top the 2nd place, and might as well get a 1st place if they win the last rank map.
They're 31 points out of 1st place right now, so a chicken dinner gives them 30 placement points, and if they can keep these other other squads ahead of them off the top, anything could happen at this point.
Well, there's a high possibility because a lot of the locals who support Bigatron, they know them as the king of Vikendi, and a lot of times they have really high win ratios. It's not even a joke to some, how do you actually conquer this map itself when you have so many of these open fields to play? And I guess with those open fields, Luxy, as one of the best snipers that we've seen in PUBG Mobile, just showing off all his abilities.
Definitely. I think this map has a lot to do with the amount of buildings that you have. And again, those late zones, the 4th and 5th circles that come in, where are you positioned in those? Central circle is a lot better than towards the edge and hoping you get those zones, because so much cover exists that to rotate to the next spot that's further in, they're being shot at from multiple different angles of people that are peeking through windows or out doorways, and it's just really, really tough to rotate. So that early positioning on Vikendi, absolutely crucial.
And one more thing I noticed that, yes, even though there are some teams that are really good at this map, but they are kind of desperate for those actually on top 3. You know how big of a price difference, even though it's just 3 points, it will cost you $50,000 for that.
We're talking tens of thousands of dollars.
Exactly. And
it could come down to a matter of kills, too. 1 or 2 kills separates right now the top 2, right? Three kills.
Imagine if it's just 1. That's a big bummer. But
could you imagine a $50,000 kill?
I can't sleep. If I'm actually in 2nd place, no, there's no way. So these guys are actually desperate to get a 1st place comfortable zone where they don't have to worry that anybody can catch up to them. So everybody wants this game so bad.
But we're talking about all these huge figure amount of money. I don't know what you guys are going to do with that if you guys are competing, but now a lot's on the line for all our players, and there's only 2 rounds. 2 rounds with a possibility of, jumping up a total of 50 over points. We've seen that happen before for O Team, and who knows? Maybe dark horses like Team Arxie here, who's always around the top 5, top 6, they may actually get that huge leap as well.
Arxie's been perhaps the most consistent team throughout this tournament, just not quite consistent where they want to be at the top of the leaderboard. They've been hitting 4th through 6th place pretty much every single game. We'll keep an eye on them moving forward this game on M.ANDI, but perhaps this is the one where they... Oh, no, Ronnie getting shot up here. He is hanging by a thread. It looks like he has jumped out of the vehicle, and Ronnie lays knocked on the field right now, the first person down for Team Spark.
I think he was on a snowmobile just now, right? That's what kind of
he was in a UAZ driving by.
Oh, okay. I don't know how he got hit straight away.
Well, I don't think that Ronnie's gonna go back for him, and
no, I
I
think maybe he's just being the sacrificial lamb for the rest.
Well, that's exactly what O-Team needed with Luxie getting the frag right off the bat. They're just really, really, really aggressive gunners so far, BTR, and Ronnie is going to be the first person gone here on M.ANDI, and he's going to suffer the fate of the pan! The disrespect from Luxie! Luxie really adding to the MVP resume so far, getting the pan kill on Ronnie. His team leaves him behind to die, and I think he knew what his fate was going to be, but Luxie really rubbing it in there for BTR.
Well, maybe saving some ammunition, but looking at Luxie, they are still going for it for another team that just passing by is none other than...
He's got a shot here on Sichuan's.
Sichuan's team is just going to bail this one. There's no way they're going to take it out.
They're going to chase. Look at them go.
Oh, they really are going for the kill point.
Well, 3 men on the vehicle, it might not be that much of a wise idea. We've seen vehicles being blown out.
Let's see if they go for the kills here. It looks like they're going to rotate and stay in the area.
Oopsie.
But they know they have to rack up the kills, and they just picked up one on Ronnie, but they're going to need more than one to climb up this leaderboard.
Yeah, definitely going to need a whole lot of points in that situation. But here comes Dabby, though. Team 69, I felt like they were a little bit inconsistent with that sort of performance where you see them fluctuating somewhere along the top 6. But here comes Scout getting one pickoff.
Scout picks up one off of Angry. Angry knocked here for Space Station Gaming. Another little bit iffy performance to start things off. BRK7 picking up a knock on Sixless. They have their hands full. Space Station Gaming, 2 members on the floor right now. Rolex and Juicy cruising in, trying to pick up their squad. Big trouble right now for Space Station.
I feel sorry for Sparks team. After one another, they keep on bumping another team, and they are kind of low, but I think it's okay for Ronak so far. Yeah, got stocked up a bit in terms of utilities as well as the ammunition and stuff.
We still see members of SSG still struggling to keep themselves alive, and Sixes is not really getting that revival as of yet, while we see Spark just getting themselves into this situation against Snipe is Hard right down below. Simon just going for prone. They're just going to be hugging by the corners of the wall, not having any engagement thus far.
Looks like Angry has passed away. Sixless down still on the field with half of his health remaining. Juicy firing some shots back. Sixless out in the field by himself. You see Metek going over to try to secure the kill. This is not looking good. Hopefully Sixless has found some cover. Not sure if he has or not. Sanab looking in from a distance, trying to get some eyes on Juicy. And yes, he's definitely found Sixless. And he burns him alive with a Molotov cocktail. Metek, the jokester. That is the absolute disrespect. What are we seeing so far this game? We got a pan kill, we got a molly kill, all from close range. This is madness.
They're very
He's
close
so
friends.
savage. I mean, he could have just went in for another pan, but he's like, okay, I got the Molotov. I'm just going to bring one down, and there goes Juicy.
Juicy peeking the window. Baraka taking him down. Metek on the offensive here, pushing up. Will he finish him quickly, or what's going to happen now?
I'm probably gonna just punch him away.
Metek's going to bust out the sickle here and give him the business end of it.
Well, I just felt like it's really tough for SSG to actually swallow all these sort of conflict that they sort of have. But here comes a little lob of the nade.
This is pretty funny. We have Rolex prone in a compound somewhere else. Metek punches Juicy to death. Space Station getting embarrassed right now by our friends from BRK7. This is no good.
Oh, no good at all. But Ronix is dealing with that 1 versus 4 situation, just cutting across these corners, hopping to the next home that he possibly will hold on for a little longer. And seems like the rest of Team Spark not having their content creator with them, they're just gonna have to play alongside with this 3 men. But dealing with SSH, definitely not that much of a fun.
SHH, we got the Snipe His Heart clan. I mean, they are ultra aggressive so far. Lower in the standings right now overall, but they have a lot of kills.
Yeah, but they're still top 10.
They are, exactly. They're doing well. Not so much on the placement points, but they are fighting and they're getting a lot of kills. So they're definitely going to be looking to take on Spark there.
ELG, one of the top 2 teams who are actually really need the kill points.
Look at that trophy. It's so pretty. It's also
shiny.
worth $100,000.
Oh, yeah, I wish I could take that home, but I don't have the skills for it.
I'm going to steal it before the end of the show.
Well,
Hopefully you
I'm just
can.
going to keep you in the chair.
Fortunately, I'm very slow, so I probably won't make it away. Rolex will chase me down with the pan and finish me just like he did a little bit earlier to that man in the streets.
Yeah, I've been going for steering game for SH as well as Sparks for some time now.
Absolutely. We've got Spark man down right now. Ronnie getting taken care of early. Simone on top of the building.
Smooth rotations coming from the side of Simone, and he's trying to get by the corners of the window. He's no Santa Claus, but he's got some surprise in store for him. It's the bathroom, and now Roddick's just stuck by the corners.
Great play. Great play by Simone. Taking down Ronak, he knew he was there, heard the footsteps, casts in the Molotov cocktail, lights him on fire, then sprays down that door as he tries to get away. Shooting him in the back, Ronak is in trouble now, and here comes the Hounds. SHH pushing, Viper on the floor, Simone down, always trying to hold down the fort. One person left up for Spark. He's got to try to clutch it here.
Oh, definitely go in with the clutch. There goes Team Spark, and finally, SHH getting the sort of momentum. And what do we have here on the waters, my friend?
GG is out there crate hunting as always. They've picked up an AWM. Scout will definitely like that. We also have a crate on the other side of the map as well. Looks like A-Team and Team Secret picking up a Grossa here. They have an 8x scope as well.
Total full set.
Not too shabby. Looks like A-Team Alice coming around as well. Bew and Alice getting set up to move on here. We are watching the zone kind of shift towards the center a little bit. Nothing crazy, but a lot of teams setting up. You can see them getting positioned early on in their compounds, getting ready to see where this zone's going to go and who exactly is going to have to move.
I can't wait to see Bullshot going head-to-head with a Team Secret as well as ELG, which is very nearby to them just now. These two teams actually
You like that matchup? Who do you think wins it, Bull Shark or the A-Team?
Oh, I can't say it out loud. I'm a big fan of Alice, but I know Bullshark is so good at aiming people.
All right, we'll go with Alice. I think Bull Shark is going to have his day, though, today. He went out early a couple times yesterday, but he's had some great fights so far today. Trying to push his team up the leaderboard. VTech currently sitting up in 4th place. They are not out of it just yet. Going to have a massive performance here, though, in game number 7.
Yeah, and G9 is going to be the usual scout for the side of Team RRQ right here. And Oldboy's just going to send bullets his way, finding one at the back of his neck.
Sadly for Oldboy, he does not have his favorite M4 on him just yet. Still rocking the M16. Unable to land those shots on single fire mode. That M4, though, give Oldboy that. And that was a laser beam precision shot to the helmet from range, guaranteed.
I think even the G360 is kind of good enough than I prefer that over M16 though.
I agree.
It's kind of easily more control, but then a little bit less damage than the M4, but still good enough in terms of if you want to spray it.
In that sense, definitely from a distance, M16 doesn't really have the best of abilities to actually spray people from that sort of distance because of the burst fire mode that they have to utilize, or else you just go in for those taps as if it's some sort of a DMR from that distance.
Absolutely. We've got teams, again, just kind of looting up their compounds, running around, playing a little bit of defense. They all have kind of one scout watching, making sure they don't get crashed upon here. No real shifting going on. We'll probably see some more of this for a little while as these zones adjust. It is coming in right now. We'll have about 20 seconds until the next reset. We'll see exactly what's going to happen.
So Raul is the only sole survivor for the rest of the team.
I don't plan on him moving too much. He's going to pretty much stay put. The risk of being in a compound right now is if the zone does come to him, that compound is going to be the first place that a full squad's going to crash on, trying to find some safety. And at that point, you don't necessarily want to be in a building if you're flying solo.
So just being in open field sometimes is okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that you're actually there.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of places to prone and hide. You got to find a rock or a tree and be kind of sneaky.
Yeah, I think that he's just gonna stay put for a long time. Well, we see members of the side of Godlike has already arrived to this compound, and then the closest one to them is probably Artsy, already having a little bit of traits right across, but I don't think that he's going to hit any bullets at all on that micro Uzi.
We're seeing more of the same so far. We got Ken Boo and RRQ late into the zone. Once again, they are going to be one of the last teams in, along with KNS up north. We also have, again, BRK7 edging in from the edge of the zone as well. Shots fired here from Mitchell's squad. Sarah, some shots fired back. He's down to about 5 HP. Going to hide, get that healing going on.
Oh, that was some rough run coming across, but Moha going on that barrel spray, seeing those vehicles cutting across, just gonna let them slide for the moment. But Jughead's gonna be the last member on the back. Seems like he's still having his crosshairs locked towards the house, but they've already made their move.
Interesting setup there with the M762 and a 2x scope. 2x is one of my least favorite scopes. For whatever reason, I can't get it to do what I want it to do, which is take out the opponent.
Well, gotta work on that aim, my buddy.
Oh man,
Arksy getting some shots on him from distance. Mitchell's lobbing him in there, gets him down to about 20 HP. Danger zone for Team Arksy, but they are not scared. Gonna keep driving on through. Lots of distractions here. Lots of teammates driving cars around, trying to get to that next spot, trying to post up, get that position, and defend.
Well, I think that this is going to be some rough place for BTEC to actually play from that position. They're going to have that 2-2 split for the moment, but Team IND alongside with GG. Garibu hasn't really had the best of all these skirmishes that they took up since, today's Sandknot rounds. They got bullied off by the side of Bullshark, and I think that Bullshark's pretty confident to take this fight.
Bullied by Bullshark. I like it. We also have Scout on the roof right now, putting that AWM to work. He's going to try to get some shots off with it. I'm really hoping he gets somebody in his crosshairs. Love to see that AWM, especially on Vikendi. Something about that sound, something about the impact. I just love it.
I noticed that the rest of ELG and Quant are just gonna make a move now because they know their next phase will be very soon. So they just want to secure themselves the best position they can be, and it will be an on
Comes G9.
Exactly.
G9 coming into Scout. Late into the circle, but he's trying to see if he can catch some fire from a nearby compound. You see him swerving, and he does indeed. Mitchell does take the bait, gives up his position. G9 going to continue on, trying to scout that next compound. You see him meeting up with his squad. Good job there by RRQ, getting some information from where people are and trying to find some safety and post up for this next circle.
They're going to go for the airdrop right next to them if they want to, if they can. Because they already got one, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a dangerous one now. Look at that on the hillside, wide open for Old Boy down there from Team Arksy, and we've got Mitchell looking out at it as well. This is bait, my friend. We are looking at a crate that's saying, "Come loot me, loot me." We've got two squads just staring at it.
Well, it happened yesterday in Erangel. Everybody took the bait.
It happened in our show match today.
Oh, the show match was
it was a disaster. Yeah, the nades were crazy.
All right, everybody, throw grenades on 1, 2, 3. Here, have a Molotov as well.
Feels like New Year all over again.
I know. It's like watching me play a pub match. This is no good. But anyways, nobody's going to go over the crate. We see the circle coming in, just about to set up for phase 3 here. And this is where it's going to start to get interesting. RRQ makes his way into the top. They're right around that crate up there in the north. And here comes the reset. Will it shift? Who's going to be favored here? There it is. Hard shifts to the center, but all the way to the coast here. So this is going to get packed as a lot of our land-based area has disappeared, and now 50% of the zone is in the water.
Yeah, and most of these teams are looking to get themselves into VHAR, but BTEC's just gatekeeping the entry point. But look at how Kenbu's doing thus far. I think that they got themselves some pretty interesting position, but BRK7 is just playing real slow, but Rolex is getting invaded by BRK7.
The moment.
BRK7 will not leave Space Station Gaming alone. They were the ones that took him down earlier. Metek burning him alive, and now Rolex is running from him. He's running for his life, running for his placement. Get shot! Oh no!
There's also Garubu's side as well, pinning him down, and bullets sent his way will mean that BRK7 might want to go in for the challenge as well.
Rolex going to heal up. He gets himself up. Going to try to patch himself up with some painkillers as well.
I think they kind of know he's alone.
Oh, man, they have to. I'm sure they're sniffing him out. They see him. They know it's Rolex, and they're going to try to take him out for the kills.
Oh, there goes G9 down on the ground, having one member inside of Arksy to actually knock him out. But we're looking at Simon. He had some amazing cut across on those roof, and he's still staying really silent on top of it, just trying to find those members of Hydra, and they're just waiting it out. But Godlight here, getting stuck under one roof.
This is an interesting fight brewing right now between GL and SHH. We've got Arksy off in the distance as well, and then off to the other side here, we also have, I believe it was Hydra looking on from a distance. So really interesting things developing. We'll see if they have to take the city and storm it. We got Mitchell down below the cliff and above it, trying to cover the angles. Beautiful Molly on Alex. He's done. You're not healing, my friend.
I mean, he tried his best, but
he should have just
burned himself alive.
Now we had the push, but the problem is Mitchell has two members separated down below. We'll see if they can get back together. Shots coming in from A team off to the side. and this is going to be trouble for them.
Oh, well, it's just a little bit of that movements coming from the side of Moha. I wonder how Team Secret's going to reply. And in response, Simbi Neo will be able to find Mitchell. And that's an eye for an eye after having that Molotov sent his way.
That's the big thing about having your teammates separated. You run out just one or two. Rather than being able to quickly return fire and punish somebody that's flanking you, they get flanked instead. Mitchell drops, but he is able to retreat to safety and get below that cliff's edge.
Moving over to Ultra versus KNS right now. They try to flush over. KNS is actually flushing Ultra over the house. It's just gonna kill everybody. With just a micro Uzi on Nikita, I don't know. There are only 2 people left around this compound for them.
Well, in this close car combat, I think that micro Uzi might just come in handy here.
He
but
says, I'm out.
No, there's no way. I'm out, bro.
Oh, no. Bullets clipping over on his back as well. Awake, having a little bit of that information of where the members of Ultra is currently at. But there's still some space for them to work with. They are all inside of this phase right now. It's going to close out in about 30 seconds from now.
Look at Nikita. He made it back to his team. He was all by himself in that compound and somehow ran all the way out up the cliffside and rejoined his squad.
But then he got sandwiched with a O team just now.
Sichuan is getting destroyed right now. Guanma out there taking some damage. They're in the blue zone. AA getting shot. This is not looking good for Sichuan and his team.
That's a huge one coming in. Double A is just going to get taken outside. And Dabi finally getting one for himself. And Dynamo getting Shin Chuan himself. So those creators are at it once again.
Rolex in a fight down in the south right now. You can see the gunfire going on. Still going at it with BRK. Way outside of the circle. We have another shift coming in. This is getting to be pretty epic. We do have a fight, again, still brewing between SHH and ELG here.
And Rolex managed to actually take down K7 as well. And we see the world is at war as its current standpoint. We see a lot of all these teams are just trying to pick up a couple of points from across Vikendi.
Yeah, I do notice that the rest of BRK kind of segregated, and the only one is actually going for Rolex, just one person, while the rest of the team actually already in the middle of the circle.
It's a good observation here. We still have Snipe is Heart hanging out. They are the kill leaders at this point of the game on Vikendi. Still 51 players left alive. Ufala has fallen, and he can't get up. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, where could you possibly fall from in that sort of an angle? I don't know. Hopefully they don't really have that on clip. Will be a little bit embarrassing, though.
I don't know if you guys saw that. Alice just ran up on Mitchell's squad. 3 members standing there. Nobody seemed to see her, and she was able to get away. Took a little bit of damage, but Alice really running the risk there.
Oh, you see a little bit of back and forth coming from the side of Godlike as well as Scars Black, while we see the side of the General. They're trying to lob this nade. I'm not sure if he can connect from this sort of angle, but he's still going to try it no matter what.
You don't know exactly where all the players are sometimes, so sometimes you try to get lucky, get that lucky knock with the nade, and then maybe force the fight.
Yeah, Simone is actually on top of a rooftop. It's so hard to reach him up there for General.
Absolutely. Look at this zone. This is going to be tough. We got Rolex. Is he out in the water now?
Well, there's no other options for him just now because the rest of BRK7 was on his neck, chasing him down. But
it looks like he may have gone out there. Not 100%. I see 14 teams left alive and no longer see him on the map.
Oh, yeah. And he was dealing with this sort of situation where Moha alongside with Sarah is just trying to destroy his vehicle while Alice is just under that windmill having a little bit of a rest for the time being. Alice in Wonderland, well, over on the side of SHH, they finally take down one member on the side of ELG, dancing across the rooftop as we see Simone only 1 dot of health left, and he managed to actually
get off the roof. He got off the roof, though. That was absolutely huge for not getting finished. Really key play there. ELG jumps off. Oh, that's not good. Bronco getting taken out here. Sulin trying to run away, gets into the house safely. General on the flank. Rhino trying to hold him off. Simone in the house. This is crazy. This is crazy. Mang sneaks in the back door. And, oh, man, this is just chaos here. ELG seems to have the upper hand at this point.
Oh, Sulin managed to actually take out content as well. Now it's up to the General having Ma outside bleeding out. Bubu's going to find one for himself. And ELG finding a little bit of that position to work with, but he's just gonna go in for the revival, and then Godlike's gonna go in for the second round against SHH.
I would say it's still a winning for ELG against SHH because look at Sulin, he's positioning himself to making sure the rest of ELG won't find him, while the rest of SHH is gonna do the job for him, while the rest of ELG might have to heal first because they are still at it.
Oh, there goes Rhino going in for the floods, going with that micro Uzi, but he gets taken down instead. And Fox is managing a clutch West BT.
Sulin, what are you doing? Sulin, your teammate's getting destroyed and he just runs away.
That's what I said.
Wow.
He just built an ulti.
Huge clutch play there from Naoto on the flank, but man, Sulin, I don't know what was going on. There was a huge fight. His teammate was knocked. He had a chance to save him, and he's just like, oh, I'm out later.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to play a position point in case.
I'm tired.
Oh yeah, I mean like maybe he's just a decoy for Naldo to get himself that sort of snipe on his way, but a little bit of that Molotov action coming in towards the side of the game.
Huge elimination. Godlike has gone out in 13th place.
Whoa, hold up, 13th place. This is gonna blow the game wide open.
This is huge. Now it's all up to Kenbu and RRQ to see if they can put some distance. And it also opens the door for O-Team and Dita to climb the leaderboard and catch up to second place. They're currently 28 points behind, and this is their golden opportunity to get up that leaderboard.
But maybe chasing by is actually Bullshark, who's actually leading up with the kill points here, so maybe if they win this round, they can get top 3 as well.
Oh yeah, and not
Which is
only
not that big of a gap.
Nikki Tanga wants to actually take down the rest of RRQ. If they actually take down the rest of Kenbu, it is just the game being blown wide open once again. Bandit already soaking a little bit too much than he should, but RRQ is just gonna have.
His heart has gone out in 11th place. Lots of frags, though, to their name. They end up with 12 points here this round. And look at this.
Oh my goodness, Yamis is going to be taken out by G9 himself. And here comes Mitchell going for the challenge, but it will be getting removed from play as D2E marches forward. Getting a little bit of information coming from the side of Mitchell, but Sarah's going to send one nade, and it might just be able to connect towards the side of D2E.
I'm surprised because they built another 2 teammate for Bruce as well as the other one. I think it was Senior who was being knocked on the other side of the map, while D2 and G9 is actually just charging in another compound, which is way far than the rest of the team.
Coming across from the left as well as the right, he's just going to go in for the spray, but over on D2E side, he managed to secure the kill, and this is going to give RRQ the lead.
Team Mitchell gonna hate that windmill for the rest of their PUBG Mobile careers. They were stuck there for so long. Mitchell finally dies. RRQ is able to push their way through, get the kills. Kenbu's team is on top. 6 points secured so far this round, and best of all, they're all still alive.
And Bullshark is joining in for the fray. Look at that. BRKs have kind of stuck in between Alice as well as Bullshark's team. And there's O-Team right in front. So many teams, and I'm going to take that back.
Key fight happening right now. O-Team is getting eliminated in 9th place, unable to gain any ground on Godlike. Only 4 points gained, and that is not going to do it for them. So right now, the spotlight is on Kenbu. RRQ, can they push their lead and get even further of a cushion going into the 8th and final game? This is their opportunity to make a name for themselves.
Oh, we see D2E trying to blow up that Lucia, and if that blows up, it's going to deal a lot of damage to BTEC, and they're just hugging by that corner right there. It's a little bit of a risky play.
I like that. Backed up that UAZ, unfortunately not in time. It looks like TA, Arxie here, getting some shots off on it. A little bit reckless with the vehicle play, pulling it up to the edge of the cliff. Inside of all of these enemies, they instantly took advantage and blew that thing up.
And Alice just quietly stays still because she's the only person, the sole survivor of the rest of the team, is being wiped out, while Bullshark is trying to get the kill points as well.
He is racking up kills right now with the AWM, and you know that this man can snipe. Old Boy is in with the G36C as well.
But look at BRK7 though, they are being ninjas inside of the smoke. They are just finding themselves in a little bit of a sticky situation because BTEC is just around the corner, but they are not trying to remove a single muscle at all. Charging up a nade, I think BTEC knows what's up.
You know what's crazy to me?
What?
Team Arxie's alive. There's 7 teams left. They got 4 alive here. We'll see if they can actually press up into the rankings or if they're going to finish 4th or 5th like they have pretty much every game.
Or maybe they can just win the chicken dinner this time.
I'm hoping they do. I mean, they've been so consistent every game, and here they are once again, one of 3 teams with 4 players remaining. BTEG with Bullshark on the AWM leading the charge right now. 7 kills to their name, and all 4 players left standing.
We see them just hat-trading blow for blow. BTEC now takes the lead with a total of 7 kills, and Bullshark is still looking to actually get those bullets across. Got that Magnum all lined up, looking for D2E, but there's the blue trying to force them out, and there we go. Darkness going to find one.
That's actually a good snipe.
He's like, hey, excuse me, there guy, your butt is in my scope. Can you please move?
Oh my god, Baraka got punished straight away for that. Fox just finish him off, and that's a kind of a good win for Bullshark's team. They are accumulating the kill points here.
BTEG in trouble though, 2 players down currently, and they are going to receive some pressure right now. KNS has one down as well. RRQ is in the action now. KNS getting knocked and finished there. G9 with the shots. And as we get to the top 5 here, Arxie still in it. 4 players alive. Is this going to be their time?
Oh, it just might be. I mean, they got the numbers advantage against all these other members, but A-Team still have one surviving. I'm not sure if they could actually survive for way longer because Alice is just hiding inside that compound, while D2 is going to find another one, try to chase up against all these members of B-Tag.
This is literally RIQ versus Bullshark's team.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 players finished off here for BTEG. We've got RRQ versus Team Arxie. We've got 2
Arxie's in the
teams,
middle.
yeah, with 4 players apiece. And we've got A-Team and KNS hanging tough with just 1 man remaining.
This is tough for TA's or Arxie's team. They might get sandwiched between these 2 teams who are actually at it for some time now.
RC gets knocked. This is not good for them.
Oh no, and this opens up room for RRQ to actually move in towards the city. As you can see, for the time being, Senior alongside with D2 is just on top, sniping everyone down, and Arxie's just gonna go in for a second time coming, and Kitsune is the next one on the chopping block as Dixie tries to actually pin it down, but DJ on the back though secures that kill.
Yasha down, Bullshark getting the kill on KNS. KNS is out in 5th place. And now Arxie with 1 man knock, trying not to go out in 4th for, again, one of the several times in a row here, it seems like 4th or 5th place. And Alice seemingly hiding just for her life right now. The only member left from A-Team. They got 1 kill so far. She's happy with it. She's just trying to sit there and get out of last place.
She's been there for 10 minutes now. You know that. Nobody actually noticed her that she's been proning there for like forever.
I think Bullshark knows right now. He heard a little bit of movements there.
I guess Bullshark's not a gentleman.
Bullshark gets the kill. Alice is gone. 18 goes out in 4th place. Arxie into the top 3. This is looking really exciting here. BTEG, Bullshark trying to get their first chicken dinner of the tournament.
Trying to pummel all these bullets right through, but G9 is going to get spotted out by Team TA.
Oh,
Bullshark
wow.
going to go in for those bullet trades, while Bullshark punching right in, trying to bring down the rest of Team Arxie.
Bullshark with a 3-piece. He's just absolutely squad wiping.
Oh my goodness, it's going into the middle, but all that will be wiped away, and somehow D2 is still left on the table.
That was insane. Team Arxie gets the win. They finally